Welcome to the Lummi Nation News, and thank you for joining us for another fantastic episode. In today's episode, we talk with Blackhawks head coach Jim Sandman Sandusky. And we also bring you some footage of the LABC employee picnic that happened on August 27th. And last but not least, our list of upcoming events. And we are joined here today with Jim Sandusky. How's it going today?
Very good. Good day.
All right. And football season is starting up pretty soon, and wanted to know if we can get a few questions from you.
Sure, you bet. Fire away.
All right. Would you be willing to tell us a little about yourself and your football background?
Well, I've been the athletic director and football coach here since 2003. I grew up in Eastern Washington, Othello, Washington. Played high school football there. Went on to junior college, Walla Walla Community, and got a scholarship to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Played there 1981, and then transferred to San Diego State. Had to sit out a year, but finished there in 1983. From there, I signed a contract to play in the Canadian Football League. Played up there for 5 years for the BC Lions and the Edmonton Eskimos, and then signed a free agent contract with the Seattle Seahawks in 1989. Was there for 2 years, and then went back up to the CFL for another 7 years. So that's my playing career. I finished the last few years of my playing career in the CFL as a player coach, and then I went into full-time coaching in 1997 and 98. And so that's pretty much my football background. Came down into Ferndale. I lived here while I was coaching up in BC. Started Ferndale Youth Football. Started working for Nike for 3 years while I developed a football glove for them. And let's see, that got me to Lummi. They had started a football program in 2002, and they needed a place to play because at the old school it wasn't a big enough field to support a full-size football field. And I had built a field on my property, and they played their first season in 2002 on the football field at my house. And next year, the coach had left, the athletic director had left, principal had left, superintendent left. Everybody kind of bolted, and so I was asked if I would come in and help out and coach 3 days before the season was to start. And from that point, I said yes, and wanted to be the athletic director, so I could see the program build myself, and that's kind of how I got out here to Lummi.
All right. How have you prepared for the first game of the season?
Well, we're still preparing. We've got some new faces out there. We've got quite a few guys returning, which is pretty exciting. Lost a couple of really good players last year, 2 or 3 of them that made a big impact for us last year. So there's a few holes to fill, but for the most part, we've got a good, strong young team. We had a good JV program last year, so we've got guys that have had a lot of playing time, and so I'm excited to see those guys come in and support us in starting or major backup roles. We've had 5 days of practice, and going to have a jamboree here this weekend on Saturday against Tulalip. That's scheduled right here at Lummi Nation Field at 11 o'clock. And then we kick off our season the following Friday in the Oregon Classic down at Duffer, Oregon. We're playing a team called Adrian High School. Went to the quarterfinal last year, and they only lost a couple guys off their team, so they're going to be a pretty good opponent to start the season off with.
So do you anticipate it to be a close game?
You know, it's really hard to tell because you don't know how you're going to go. We're playing a team we've never seen before, but they are too. And so those are always real unpredictable. It could be a wipeout, hopefully not in favor of them, but it could be a game that goes down to the wire. So we're looking at a lot of unknown factors with that, and we're looking at it's a first game, it's a learning game. A lot of guys are going to play. We're going to play to win, but first and foremost, we're going to play to get better.
All right. So have the players done anything specific to prepare during practice?
You know, to prepare more for the season, we had guys running, working out, throwing, during the summer. We were unable to do a football camp the first time in, I believe, 9 years, which set us back a little bit, but we're just going to have to regroup and play a little bit of catch-up here. So we might be a little sluggish the first couple games, and we'll see how things prevail after. Probably the third game, we should have a good idea of a good starting unit, offense and defense, and pretty much know everybody's roles by then.
All right. And would you say your team is a passing team or a running team?
You know, my philosophy is to be as balanced as possible. Looking back at our more successful years, we were very balanced as far as run to pass. In the championship here in 2010, we were really close to 50-50. We maybe threw just a little bit more, but we've had years where we've ran the ball more, and we've had years where we passed the ball more. Traditionally, it looks like we throw the ball a lot, but that's because in 8-man, we're one of the few teams that actually do throw the ball, more 50% of the time or more. So it really does look like we're throwing the ball a lot, but we wait and see what the defense is going to dictate, and if we line up guys on the outside or in the slot position out there, and they're playing man for man, my philosophy is we're going to take a shot and go for a big play, and I figure worst case scenario is we're going to connect on one of 3 of those, first, second, or third down, and force a team to get back into more looser coverage so we can run the ball. So it's as far as what type of team we're going to be, it's kind of game in, game out, depending on what we see as a defense.
All right. After losing such great players from last year, who's stepping up?
We've got a few seniors, we've got a few actually even sophomores, kids that are really stepping up. The younger guys, the Borsey twins, Free and Raven, have really picked up their game. Those are guys that you look at, and this year I look at them and say, man, I don't know how I can keep them off the field. I got to find a place for them to play. Where last year it was, they were developing, and they were second/third string at times, and didn't get a whole lot of varsity playing time, but they're stepping up into a bigger role. We've got to fill the quarterback position. Right now, we've got 3 candidates: Hank Hoskins, Jonathan Casimir, and Deshaun Lawrence. Hank's got a better feel for it because he's played that position longer than the other ones. He's doing a really good job. Just needs to step up in a leadership role more, what quarterback needs to do. And once he does that, he'll get the confidence of the other players, and he'll gain his confidence too.
All right. Last question. Nia Bay.
Nia Bay's been our opponent, our rival, as you should say. It's a great competition. 2-3 years ago, and longer back, we used to always play them twice during the regular season. And they were always really good contests. And this year, the last few years, we've only played them once during the regular season. We went back to playing them twice. We'll play them in a non-league game in week 2 and a league game in week 7. And then pretty much can count on us meeting up in the semifinal again, as we have, I think, in the past 6 or 7 years. I think we've met them in the semifinal at least 4 or 5 times. So they're going to be another tough team. They lost quite a few senior starters last year, but they were kind of the same as us. They had guys that filled in, that were younger, that did a good job, and so that's that's what we're looking forward to. We're looking for a good competition because it only makes us better. And got a good rapport with their coaches and stuff, and we say it. We say we love to play each other because we both get better, and one of us is most likely to be in the state championship, and the reason is because the other team made us better. And we're looking at turning the tide back. The last few years they've had our number, and and it kind of goes in cycles like that. I think we have a good opportunity to turn that around and start taking back some of those games and be a little more dominant over them for a few years.
Yeah. All right.
We'd like to extend the opportunity to come out and watch us play. We're an exciting team. Again, the Jamboree's this August 30th at 11 o'clock against Tulalip. And then we kick off the season September 5th. And then we're out at Nia Bay at September 12th on Friday. Play at 5 o'clock. It's an earlier game, so we can catch the ferry back. And then our first home game is against Seattle Lutheran. They're a 2B team dropping down, and so we're expecting some good competition from them. But we will host them in our third week on September 17th at 7 o'clock. And September 19th. It's a Friday night, 7 o'clock, and looking forward to exciting the crowd, and hopefully everybody's out here, and should be a fun kickoff to our home games.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's always been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And we look forward to a great season.
All right.
Man, that was shameful. Do we have round 2? All right, round 2. Come on, squad of natural resources. Let's see if they can come up.
Come on. Round 2.
Alright, look at this. Come on, squad is actually putting up a fight this time. Let's cheer them on. Yeah. Come on. Come on, squad.
Yeah, this doesn't have a name on it.
Well, she's not shy.
Show our camaraderie.
Come on, 12, man! 12! Man! 12! Man! 12! Man! 12! Man! 12! Man! 12! Man!
Go, bucket step. Go. Go. Ready. Go. 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 Ready. Go. 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 To the right. Numbers are going to be low, so ready. High. Right there. Go. 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 Again. Go. Ready. Go. 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 Ready. Go. Go.
Donovan. See how fingers go down the other hand play.
Pop. Pop block. Ready. Go. Ready.
Sniper. Go.
Go. Ready.
Go.
Go. Go. Pop.
Go.
Pop. Go.
Pop it on base.
Go. Ready. Go. Go.
Go.
They say if you keep on doing that,
Go.
Go. Go.
Go.
Terminology. Go. Here. Thunder
Go.
in the blue cigarettes. Run. Ready. Go.
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 Go. Thunder and jet are passes, so it's a two-step drop. Ready. Jet. Jet. Go. Drive block. Go. Ready. Go. 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 Ready. Go. Go. Go.
And now, let's get into some events. The school clothes gift cards are being distributed today, August 28th, and also tomorrow, August 29th, in the first floor conference room. Saturday, August 30th, the Blackhawks will be hosting a jamboree against Tulalip here in Lummi, taking place at 11 a.m. Monday, September 1st, LABC will be closed in observance of Labor Day and will return to regular business hours on Tuesday. Wednesday, September 3rd. Better take out your pen and paper for this one, you don't want to forget it. With summer break officially ending, it will be the first day of school. The Blackhawks' first game of the regular season will take place Friday, September 5th against Adrian High School in Duffer, Oregon. Game time will be at 4 p.m. Blackhawks JV squad will be playing at home on Monday, September 8th at 5 p.m. Wednesday, September 10th, there will be a Medicine of the Heart gathering at the Wachlium starting at 5 p.m. Also, Blackhawks volleyball, their first game will be held on Thursday, September 11th in Lummi at 5 p.m. The Blackhawk football team will be traveling to Neah Bay on Friday, September 12th with a game time of 5 p.m. All right, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I have. And for those of you who are not watching this on Facebook, don't forget to stay updated by liking our Facebook page, which you can find at www.facebook.com/Lummi Communications. Aiska, once again for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time.
Because our linemen are coming out and they're blocking downfield. On pass plays, linemen can't block downfield. Ball thrown. Pass is line of scrimmage. Linemen can block downfield as long as the ball's being shot behind the line of scrimmage.
Go. Everybody's on yet? Go.
Sniper, sniper.